I actually think I like this game more than the first one. There's still a little bit I need to beat of the first one, then I'll eventually make a review. Probably need to replay it instead of just doing the final boss battle and making a review. But yeah, I got stuck on Doc Ock. I eventually just gave up. I bet if I replayed it, I could beat it pretty easy, just like with God of War, it only took me one day. Well, I obviously didn't start the whole game, but it only took me one day on the part I was stuck on. There's still a good hour or two left in the game, and I beat it that day. After I tried again. Anyways, let's talk about this game now. I think it's a bit short. I beat this game in 3 days. Obviously, I didn't beat everything. There's some side missions like the underground cache and the Prowler stuff that I haven't done, but I did beat story and collect all the time capsules and stuff and beat all the bases and the Roxxon labs. Speaking of the bases, I definitely missed that. In the first game, they had like waves every time you would fight guys. There would be like wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5. And that was like super fun. In this game, it's just like a few guys, and then maybe there'll be some backup. So, like, technically there's 2 waves. But man, the 5 waves was fun. It was one of my favorite parts of the first game. This game has really good combat. Finishers are pretty cool. I do like some of the finishers better from the first game, though. But it did still have cool finishers. There's only 3 boss fights in this game, because there's not as many villains. But there was a lot of boss fights in the first game. Fight Rhino twice, you fight Prowler, and then there's the final boss fight with Tinkerer. So, not that many. The story's still really good. Really good. Though, it has stupid decisions, and it does some of the same stuff from the first game. The first game, Doc Ock immediately finds out Peter's Spider-Man, like, pretty early in. It's not revealed till later that he knows, because Spider-Man lies, and he's like, oh yeah, I'm working for him. But Doc Ock knew. This game, Miles finds out Tinkerer is his friend really early in. Except that is a big main plot point. But it's still, people finding out who's who fast. And of course, because they killed off the dad, Miles' dad, there's none of the cool shit from the comics. With Prowler and his dad's relationship. So that sucks. I really like that in the comics. They're back and forth. Of course, he does eventually die in the comics. But in this series, he just dies in the Spider-Man game, and he's hardly developed, and it was Peter Parker's game, not even Miles' game. I still think that was a pretty stupid decision. Should have got more of him. I think he was in maybe a few scenes, and he really didn't do much. Then he was dead. Tinkerer, I did have a bit of a problem with her. And that was just the whole building thing. He wants to blow up the building when nobody's around, because then nobody will get hurt. But, that doesn't really work. She wants to blow it up when nobody's in the building, like when it's closed or something. That doesn't change the fact that it's a ginormous building. So when it blows up, someone's walking by, debris might kill them, injure them, cripple them, paralyze them, anything. It could still kill people if anybody walks by, or if someone hears a noise and they go to check it out, And then they realize that noise is the building falling, and it just squashes them. Blowing up a giant building, any building, there is a chance of casualties. And the game just won't acknowledge that. They want to act like her plan isn't that bad, but she's still doing something illegal, blowing up a building, property damage. Then Troy Baker actually plays one of the villains, but he doesn't have the biggest role in the game because, once again, story was just kind of short. I still loved the story though. I honestly liked it more than I liked the first one. Nothing wrong with the first one. I just like this one better. So I really wish it would have been longer, like The Last of Us or something. Because I only beat it in 3 days. And yeah, that's about it.